Hey guys, SanchoPanda here, and I am soloing the two bosses in the Mad Labs. The main reason I'm doing this is because yesterday I was doing a Mad Lab, and it was a public one. Someone had opened one at a Nexus, and for most of the time it was just myself and this one other wizard with me doing the Mad Lab. The wizard started at level 11. By the time we got to the second boss, he was level 18. He'd been working very hard. He was sporting a necromancer, a necrotic staff, and a magus robe, if I am correct. Anyways, he had maybe like 4 death worth of gear. And he was saying, I don't want to do the second boss. The second boss is hard. I've lost an 8-8 on the second boss before. And I was like, dude, the second boss is easy. I've killed the second boss all by myself with 0-8 characters before. Just come with me. I'll show you how it's done. So he's like, okay, let's do this. And I get into the room for the second boss. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to quite make it into the room. The wizard was like hanging out on the outside. I think I had my necromancer at the time. And he's hanging outside, trying to get in, and the monster keeps keeping him from getting in. You know, he likes to stand beside the door and throw those giant green fireball things. I don't know what those are anyways. So I'm like, hey, just TP to me. And he TPs, and he gets stepped on, and he dies. And I felt so bad, because I was like, hey, we'll do this together. I'll show you how it's done. It'll be super easy. So after I finished the second boss, I told him, okay, I'm going to make a tutorial to show you how you can easily beat the second boss. And I also gave him some pretty decent gear, since I felt really bad about killing him. He said it wasn't my fault. He was super nice about it, but I just felt like a jerk, because I was like, hey, come on and do this, and then I killed him. So, alright, we'll finish up this first boss. I'll throw it into fast forward most likely, and then we'll get to the second boss, and I'll give you the tutorial. What? Where'd he go? What? What is that? I paralyzed him here, and then he just teleports. He just teleports up to his space. That's crazy. I see the little... It sounds like I'm even hitting him. Oh, and he appears right there again. That is so cool. I've never seen that before. Alright, this should be the last of the coils. The door is open. Now, he'll charge at you as soon as he sees you. And so what I like to do is I like to scoot in and see where he is. Okay, he's pretty close. That means he's going to charge as soon as I come into this area. So you can do one of two things. You can try and like swing around the corner really fast over to the green goop, which is the side you want to be on. Or you can scoot in, pop out, let him jump at you, and then try and scoot around before he starts shooting his green goop. But look, he's moved over some. I'm just gonna run into the corner, and I'm safe. Alright, where is he? Now you'll notice I have my camera off center, and it's gonna be facing the blue pools this entire time. I just find it easier to work this way. And I'll put it back on the coral bow just to kind of simulate weaker shots being made by whatever character you might be using that's a staff class, which is what me and my friend had yesterday. Alright, now I'm just going to scoot up and watch him move around, and as soon as he stops, I know that's when he's going to charge at me. And so that's when I move out of the way. That wasn't a very good one. I couldn't get him quite into the green pool, but there he goes. Alright, so now I'll just start shooting at him. Maybe throw a paralyze in there for good measure. That was a really bad one. Oh, it worked. This time I'll let him go back to the pool, and I'll show you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to keep an eye on him. He's going to do some sporadic running around. He won't shoot at me as long as I keep my distance. I actually like working at this pool. I don't know why. And then as soon as he stops, he starts to charge. So you just wait for him to stop. You let him charge, and then you take your shots. Back into the green pool. I like how the green pool makes you faster, so you're actually it's easier to dodge him. Of course, it's harder to do this when you're not soloing, because then you're giving up soulbound damage. But there again, you know, I just watched him move around, and then as soon as he stops, I slowly kind of scoot out of the way and let him charge at me. And then I just go and get my damage in. And, oh, okay, next phase. So, what I like to do here is I like to start from one side and move to the other side. He shoots 16 bullets, so I like to count him. I didn't count this time because I was describing stuff to you. But then the rest of the policy is kind of the same. As soon as he stops shooting, that means he's going to charge at you. And so what you do is you slowly scoot out of the way so that he charges where you were instead of where you are. Okay, that's enough of that. I'll stop using my paralyze. I want to show you a couple more examples. Alright, he's going to stop, he's going to start glowing, he's going to shoot 16 shots. I start over here and I slowly move down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Hey, look at me! Attack me! Sucker! Yeah, I can do this all day too, buddy. Alright, good. We get another example. I wanted to do this successfully a couple times, so... yeah, he's shooting green slime. Alright, here we go. 16 shots once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 10. Kind of present yourself and then move away. He runs after you. And again. Let's end this. Oh, I missed. Holy cow! This guy's strong! I was all confident I was going to finish it off there. Alright. Next one, man. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do 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 do. Hee hee hee. And this should do it. Yay! Wanda Dark Shadow. Epic loots. So that's my tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you realize that once, like with most of the bosses in Realm of the Mad God, once you get their patterns and you find an easy way to work around the patterns, suddenly a lot of the bosses that seem really intimidating become really easy, and it's just a matter of going in there, doing some practice, maybe using a character you're not afraid if he dies or not, so you can just goof around with him. And yeah, so see you later. This is SanchoPanda signing out.